Most people treat life as something that happens to them. They are the victim. When things go wrong, it's always someone else's fault. When they don't get promoted, it's because of the environment. When a project goes haywire or their team falls short, they never take responsibility. These people react to life and let outside circumstances decide their fate. They live by default, but then there are those that walk into any situation and grab it by the horns. They determine the outcome of their day. They wake up with intention. They are clear on their goals and they know what needs to get done. And when something goes wrong, they are the first to admit their own mistakes. These people understand that success is a process, and they are willing to go through that process to achieve something bigger. They live by design. It is so easy to fall into the bad habits that lead to a life lived by default. It happens all the time. People say they need to eat healthier, but then they reach for another handful of potato chips. People say they should wake up earlier, but then they hit the snooze button 10 times. People say they're unhappy with their job, but they make no sustained and intentional strides toward a change. They just expect it to happen on its own. So, how do you live a life by design instead of a life by default? Here are 5 key steps. 1. Write down your chief aim. Napoleon Hill, in his book Think and Grow Rich, emphasizes the importance of writing down what you are ultimately working towards. Repeat it to yourself every morning and every night. This simple practice firmly instills in your subconscious what you're working on and helps attract into your life what you need to make that vision a reality. Point 2. Surround yourself with like-minded people. The people you surround yourself with influence your mindset and actions. If you want to live by design, surround yourself with people who share the same principles and goals. They should inspire and challenge you to grow. Surrounding yourself with individuals who are slightly ahead of you in their journey can push you to reach new heights. Point 3. Set goals and achieve them. Setting goals is easy. Following through and achieving them is where most people fall short. People who live by design practice the habit of setting goals and actually achieving them. They create a measure for success and know when the goal has been accomplished. This constant practice allows them to set bigger and bigger goals and see them through to completion. Point 4. Embrace individuality. To live a life by design, you must be willing to go your own way, even if it means leaving behind people and environments that no longer serve a default way of thinking. It will be challenging at first, as everyone around you may question your choices, but stay true to yourself, and eventually, they will recognize the life you've built and ask you how you did it. Point 5. Practice discipline. Discipline is vital in designing your life. It requires saying no more often than yes. You must stay true to your mission and have a strong sense of self-awareness. Create non-negotiable habits that you refuse to give up for anyone else. These habits are opportunities to practice discipline and guard your time. For example, going to the gym isn't just exercise, it is a commitment and an opportunity to practice discipline. To design your life is to take control of your destiny. It is about being intentional, setting goals, and being disciplined. Remember, you have the power to create the life you want to live. It won't be easy, but it will be worth it. Now, I want to hear from you. What actions from this video are you going to implement in your life? Comment below, and let's start the conversation. If you found this video valuable and it has inspired you to take action, consider giving a tip proportional to the value you received. The link can be found in the video description. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. What does it mean to live a great life? A great life is about more than just having a successful career or financial wealth. It's about building a lifestyle that you enjoy, finding fulfillment in your work, and having the freedom to make the most of your time without being controlled by others. In this video, I want to share with you a few rules that I've learned on my own journey to live my best life. By following these rules, you can eliminate uncertainty and common pitfalls, and they'll serve as a guide to help you navigate through life. Rule number 1: build a lifestyle, not just a career. Many people make the mistake of solely focusing on building a successful career. While this may bring financial success, it can often lead to an unfulfilling life with no work-life balance. It's important to consider both your career and your lifestyle. Think of work as a rubber ball. If you drop it, it will bounce back. However, your family, health, friends, and integrity are like glass balls. If you drop one of these, it may be irreparably damaged. Take the time to write out your ideal lifestyle and find a way to integrate your career into it. This will give you a clear direction and make any sacrifices along the way worth it. Rule number 2: stop trying to prove yourself. Do you strive for greatness in order to prove something to others or even to yourself? Seeking validation and approval from others will only lead to disappointment. No achievement can ever make you more worthy as a person. If you want to live a great life, you must give up the need to prove yourself. Find goals and a purpose that are intrinsically motivated, something you would want to achieve even if no one knew about it. This way, you'll be driven by your own enjoyment and love for what you do. Rule number 3: don't focus on cost, focus on value. Many people are deterred by high price tags because they only consider the cost. Instead, ask yourself, how much is it worth to me? Sometimes paying a little extra for something of higher quality or value can be worth it in the long run. For example, investing in a course to grow your life or buying a higher quality item may be more expensive initially, but the value you gain from it could be tenfold. Don't let the cost dictate your decisions, but rather focus on the value you will receive. Rule number 4: decide faster. Procrastination and indecisiveness will hinder your progress in life. When you find yourself saying, "I can't decide," it's often a lie. The truth is you're scared to make a commitment or choose between different options. Understand that making a choice means saying no to other possibilities, and that's okay. Being decisive is a valuable skill that will help you move forward in life and free up mental energy spent on indecision. Remember, even if you make the wrong decision, you'll never know until you take action and can correct your course. Rule number 5: always prioritize growth. Many of us have goals related to money, possessions, relationships, and health. However, once we achieve these goals, we often stop and become complacent. This leads to a lack of drive and aimlessness. Never stop growing, learning, and challenging yourself. This will give you a sense of purpose and motivation to wake up with excitement and overcome setbacks along the way. Avoid getting stuck in a static state, but keep pushing forward to new heights. Rule number 6: remember where you live. Many of us spend too much time in the digital world, relying on screens and the internet for entertainment and connection. It's important to disconnect from devices and reconnect with the real world. Make an effort to spend more time outside, exploring the world around you, and engaging in activities that bring you joy. By understanding the difference between virtual life and real life, you can make the most of your time on this earth and ultimately live a great life. In conclusion, living a great life is about building a lifestyle you enjoy, finding fulfillment in your work, and prioritizing your own growth and well-being. It's not about proving yourself to others or focusing solely on material possessions. By following these rules, you can navigate through life with clarity and purpose. So, what actions are you going to implement in your own life after watching this video? Leave a comment below and let me know. And if you found this video valuable, consider giving a tip proportional to the value received. The link can be found in the description. Are you tired of feeling like there's never enough time in the day? Do you wonder how some people seem to accomplish so much while you struggle to get things done? Well, let me tell you a little secret. The people who are more productive than you don't have extra hours in their day or a magic formula. They've simply mastered the art of using their time efficiently and effectively. And today, I am going to share with you some of the habits that insanely productive people swear by. First and foremost, any super producers insist on starting their day off right by getting up early. I know what you're thinking: who wants to sacrifice precious sleep for productivity? But here's the thing. Successful people have discovered that a well-crafted morning routine sets the tone for a peaceful, focused, and productive day. Whether it's meditation, exercise, journaling, reading, or learning, the key is to find activities that energize and inspire you. And if you're not a morning person, don't worry, you can train yourself to love mornings by creating a custom-made routine that excites you. Now, I understand that not everyone has the luxury of spending an hour on a morning routine, but that doesn't mean you can't still benefit from starting your day off right. Even just 10 minutes of focused, intentional activities can set you up for success. So no more excuses. It's time to prioritize yourself and make time for activities that bring you joy and recharge your batteries. But being productive goes beyond managing your mornings. It's all about mastering the art of time management. Productive people don't let time slip away or waste precious minutes on unimportant tasks. They block their time, batch their tasks, and track their productivity. One simple yet effective technique is to assign a time slot to each task on your to-do list. By visualizing how much time each task requires, you can better manage your workload and avoid feeling overwhelmed. Instead of seeing a never-ending list, you'll see manageable chunks of time that you can tackle one by one. Another key characteristic of insanely productive people is their ability to expect the unexpected. Life is unpredictable, and things don't always go as planned. But instead of letting unforeseen circumstances derail their progress, Productive individuals build in buffer time. Whether it's allowing extra minutes between meetings or giving themselves an extended deadline for projects, they understand the importance of flexibility and preparedness. By incorporating buffer time into your schedule, you'll feel less stressed and better equipped to handle whatever comes your way. Now, let's talk about everyone's favorite topic: procrastination. We've all been guilty of it at some point or another. But instead of letting it consume us, insanely productive people have developed strategies to overcome procrastination. Rather than getting overwhelmed by large tasks, they break them down into smaller, more manageable steps. This not only makes the process less daunting but also allows for a sense of achievement with each completed step. So, the next time you find yourself procrastinating, ask yourself, what's the first small step I can take towards completing this task? But it doesn't stop there. Productive people also know the power of delegation, outsourcing, automation, and smart investments. They understand that they can't do it all on their own, and that sometimes it's worth investing in support. Whether it's hiring a virtual assistant to handle tedious administrative tasks, outsourcing design or editing work, automating repetitive processes, or investing in software and tools that streamline their workflow, productive individuals prioritize their time and energy on what truly matters. Now, let's address the misconception that working longer hours equals more productivity. In reality, consistently working long hours can actually lead to a drop in productivity. The law of diminishing returns teaches us that there's a limit to how much output we can achieve by increasing input. Working beyond this limit only results in diminishing returns and decreased effectiveness. So instead of obsessing over the number of hours worked, focus on maximizing your productivity during the hours you do work. Find your sweet spot, that perfect balance between intense focus and creativity, and create a weekly routine that supports it. Remember, productivity is not about doing more, but rather about doing what matters most. It's about making the most of your time and energy to achieve your goals and dreams. So, it's time to step up your productivity game. Implement these habits of insanely productive people, and you'll be amazed at how much you can accomplish. Say goodbye to wasted time and hello to a life of purpose, efficiency, and success. Now, before we wrap up, I have a question for you. Which of these habits are you going to implement in your life to boost your productivity? I encourage you to take action and start making positive changes today. And if you found this video valuable, consider showing your support by giving a tip proportional to the value you received. The link can be found in the video description. Thank you for watching, and remember, productivity is not a destination but a lifelong journey. Keep pushing yourself, and there's no limit to what you can achieve. Stay focused, stay motivated, and keep striving for greatness.